Hi, my name is Blima Ehrentreu, and I am the founder and CEO of the Designers Group, an interior design firm working on projects throughout the US and Canada. When I was in high school, my parents decided to rebuild my childhood home. And we moved across the street, and I was able to watch the entire process from demolition to laying the foundation to seeing the floor plans really come alive. And I was so fascinated by the process and everything about construction that I knew that it was an industry that I really wanted to get into. And when I started thinking about a career, interior design really spoke to me because I'm a creative person and I'm passionate about the environments around us and how they affect us. So it almost was a natural progression. Our firm is about 10 years old now, and we originally started in Toronto, which is the city that I grew up in. And then we established a presence in the US by opening an office in Brooklyn in 2016. And we continue to expand by opening another location in Florida. So right now we're operating out of 3 physical locations, as well as a team that is working a hybrid/remote work schedule. And we have projects throughout the US and Canada. Our typical client is an owner, operator, or developer. We are working on quite a diverse portfolio of project types. We'll work on any commercial type of project. So we're doing a lot of office, healthcare, senior living, multifamily, as well as educational buildings as well, which is something that we just started growing in. And we love making an impact on the spaces that we're working on. So it's all about how we as designers can look at who the end user is and think about the best ways that we can create the interiors to maximize the potential of the space, as well as who will be using it and what their end goal is. For sure, when it comes to amenities, people are putting a much bigger focus on it, just because, especially with COVID and people spending a lot more time in their home, and with the introduction of a completely remote work environment, people are really putting a lot more of a focus on where they'll be living and the amenities that they could have in their home. So we definitely do see that, as well as more business centers. People want to have a space where they can work, as well as even in the units, making sure that there is a space that people can work, and looking at it from a perspective of being able to make a space adaptable to different environments and different situations that may come up. Definitely, we've been seeing larger mailrooms because of the introduction of online shopping. And that's been a big one, having fridges and freezers as well in the lobbies of buildings so that people can have perishable items delivered. We're also seeing the introduction of technology when it comes to home living and how best we can make the spaces more sustainable, because there's definitely a lot more of an appreciation of keeping the world around us better. And for us as designers, we want to make sure that the environments that people are living in are better for them, but also for the world at large, because we see the impact of the spaces around us and the impact that we can have. So those are all different, some of the things that we've been seeing. But with the introduction of AI as well, there's so much more that we could be doing and that we are doing. And it's just really interesting to see. And what I always talk about to my team, and what we always think about, is how we can stay innovative, and we can make sure that the technology that's around and whatever there is, we can bring into the spaces that we're designing. And I know that our clients definitely appreciate that, and the people that are using the spaces. Constantly adapting. over COVID, we had to really adapt to a remote work structure. And for us as designers, when we're all about collaboration, because I believe that the best type of design comes from people collaborating and different people weighing in on their experiences in a space and how best to use it. So we have to figure out a way that everyone can really collaborate well together while not necessarily being together. What an experience, you know, being in a country when it's at war and just seeing how, again, the environments that we're in really impact us. I had to go to the shelter many times, which I've never been in a bomb shelter in my life, and the sirens going off and seeing how, you know, the shelter that we went into, I was in a hotel and it was their game room. And it was just so interesting because at a time where it's peaceful and there were games lined up, and, you know, usually it's a space where it's a happy space, and all of a sudden we're all woken up in the morning with a siren and that we have to go in there. Like, no one was looking at the games. Everyone was just really nervous. So again, that reiterated to me how the spaces that we're in and the environments that we're in really have an impact. And, you know, whenever you're in such a situation, it really makes you think. And, you know, I just kept thinking how lucky we are as designers and people that are making a difference in the world, that we're really making people's lives better. And, you know, as a firm, we're trying to figure out ways that we can really help the situation and just make sure that everyone has a home that they need to be in and what we can do. So we have a meeting right after this to discuss how the designers group can help with what's going on and, you know, just really make the world better. So we have the TDG Furniture Exchange, where we match people up who have furniture to give away with people who need it. So that's from a sustainability standpoint. We're repurposing the furniture as well as helping people in need. We have the TDG Insider, where people who are looking to possibly become a designer or tap into the world of design, they could come to our office for a day and experience what that is like before going all into school and a career where they don't know enough about it. And we're really looking for ways to continue to be able to expand our charitable initiatives and the work that we do. So that's something that we're really proud of.